Alright, is it working now? Can we see? Can we see it now? I'm gonna have to re-share it everywhere. Re-share it everywhere. Alright. So I'm just sharing it so everybody can see it. Is that better? Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay, good. Alright, let's see if everybody else comes in now. Now that I did that. I don't know if it's on YouTube yet or not. We can do this. We got this. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. There we are. Hi everyone, you're all back. How are you doing? Much better. Yay! We fixed it. We fixed it. Woo! It must have been the way that I was connected. For some reason. I just had to restart it. Oh, I'm sorry, Stargazer. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Alright. Let's see. So, I'm going to do a little bit of my comedy routine. And then, which is just a practice, just a run through so I can hear myself say it, I think. And hear my... And then, you had to refresh the page too, Cassandra? Yeah. Okay. Yay, we're back, we're back. Okay. So. Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm Beth. I am a medium, which has multiple meanings, and so I have gone and I have scrounged them up for you. And here are just a few of the meanings. And the first one that I have is the one that we all probably know the most, which is size. Like, I wear a medium. Except in Starbucks. Somehow it's called grande. Still, to this day, my brain cannot wrap its little head around this. Because even though I'm sure multiple people have talked this to death, I still can't get the fact that they call it a grande when it is a medium. But I digress. The definition, the actual definition of size is about halfway between two extremes of size or another quality. Average. So that is the word for word definition of medium in size. Right? I hate that. So another definition for medium is like an art medium. It's the material or form used by an artist, a composer, or a writer, like markers or crayons, right? Those are all up on my refrigerator too. Don't worry, moms. I see your little artist. I'm here with you. I got you. You are right. They're going to be the next Van Gogh. I don't care what Uncle Gary says. Your kid has got what it takes. Then it talks about what I am, a medium. And let me read this to you word for word. It says, it's a person claiming to be in contact with the spirits of the dead and to communicate between the dead and the living. It's kind of like having imaginary friends, except that I get paid to talk to yours. Now, I also would like to talk a little bit about the dictionary's little stab at us mediums. It says a person claiming to be able to talk to dead people. Do you honestly think I wanted to talk to dead people? I don't even like talking to living ones. You people scare me. Social anxiety is a real thing, people. And that's my first section that I have prepared. So that's my practice for the day. So, how are y'all doing? How's it going? That was just my little beginning of my comedy routine that I have written. I just wanted to give you guys a little touch of it and let me know what you guys think of it. Get some feedback. That'd be great. But I have... So I have first Bob, then Stargazer, then Copperbee, then Ocean if they came back, and then Jem, and then Jennifer. Hysterical. Yay! You guys liked it. Woo! Oh, thank you, Cassandra. I think it's pretty cool to be a medium, but it is something that I was definitely not sitting there going at home, you know what I think I should do is talk to dead people. That's a great idea. Thank you. Yay. Okay. Nick, oh yeah, of course, Nick, you will be after Jennifer. So, Bob, you will be first. Let's pull my cards out. And then my handy dandy pendulum out. And poor Bob is still missing his arm. Poor Bob. He's so sad without his arm. Huh. All right. Cursed child or gods, and what are you talking about, cursed child? It gives him a little more character. It does give him a little more character. But I feel bad for him because that's where I set my my sage is on his arm while he's, and it goes on there. I want to be a size medium. Alright. So. Does someone need to kidnap Bob and fix him? Liz Karachi. If you can find him, you can come fix him. And cursed child, what do you mean by or gods and goddesses? So the cards for today is oneness is my true nature. This is for everybody right off the bat. This usually ends up being like this theme. Come on. There we go. Oneness is my true nature. And then I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. And then there's the picture that goes with that. And letting go of the past, like the shadow of the past, there's a lot of bad things that happen in our lives, and I know this. I'm one of those people too. So, and sometimes people are involved with that, having had bad things happen to you. It is because a person or a bunch of people did something to you specifically, and this is literally saying you're letting that shadow of the past go by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Seeing them and realizing that you don't have to have an engagement with them, you don't have to have a conversation with them, you don't have to have a relationship with those people ever again, but realizing that through the eyes of love, you realize they're on their own journey and you're on your own journey. And yes, you might mess up still sometimes, but they're messing up still sometimes, and it's okay for them to be on their journey, in their realm, in their world, away from you, and wherever they're at, it doesn't mean that I have to be angry or hate them or try and change them or fix them or have to tell everybody else about how evil they are. It's just their journey at their time, at their pace, and you just let them be there and you move on with yours. So that's what that means for everybody who doesn't really understand. From what you said, talking about the dead, you mean in my opening thing that I did? Huh? Gods and goddesses. I don't talk to gods or goddesses. I only talk to dead people. And I know everybody else has different beliefs on that. All I can do is tell you what I see and what I feel. And I have never felt or seen anything from gods or goddesses per se. Bye, Stargazer. I'm sorry. You have a wonderful Wednesday as well. All right. Oh, I'm sure he's going to try and come back 10 times harder. But if that's not where you want to be, then that's not where you want to be. So, that's these cards. And then, Bob, your cards are first if you're still here. Is Bob here? Oh, poor Stargazer. I should have done hers first. I feel bad now. Yeah, because Bob hasn't shown back up yet. Bob was there. Now Bob is no longer there. Other than this Bob. We know this Bob. But I'm talking about Bob Dungo. Okay, see you later, Cursed Child. Have a good one. Have a good stream. Alright, so we're going to do Stargazer first. Oh wait, I'm not Stargazer. Copper Bee, because Stargazer just left. Copper Bee, you will be first. Let's see here. What does Copper Bee need to hear today? Hi, Kayla! You think Facebook was the problem? Is it not coming back up over there either? Facebook. I know Facebook. Well, there's one. Oh, I like this card. Especially for you, Copper Bee. I feel like this one. Woo! Another one. Oh, look at you, Copper Bee. Look at you. Okay, what's your question? Woo! See her Posy Gamer. The crow and owl symbolism surrounding you. So crows and owls both are very wise birds. Whoa. Did you hear that? Okay. So crows and owls are both very wise birds. And it's very interesting that these are the cards that you got because I feel like they definitely have something to do with that. So crows are very wise, they're very smart, they're very, very, very highly intelligent, and they also tend to be very mischievous. So they will be very silly and mischievous. They will get into things they're not supposed to. They will intentionally do something to irritate you. It's kind of like a joke for them. Whereas owls are just known as a very wise old animal in the animal kingdom. So that wisdom is coming in. And the cards I pulled for you are the Six of Swords, which we've had recently, quite a bit recently, which is talking about ascension and you're ascending into the next level of your gifts, your spiritual development. And then you got the Three of Wands, which is talking about purpose. Your purpose in this world has definitely started to come forward. You're starting to feel it. You're starting to move with it. You're starting to kind of have that feeling of, okay, I understand where I'm supposed to be going. I know I love this. This is a passion of mine. This is a drive, and I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be going. And then you've got the Aeon, and the key word is advancement, which is all kind of the same thing, but this one is a lot more in depth. This is like really, really, really deep. You are advancing. These are spirits. You know, like what I do. These are spirits. You're able to communicate with them. You're able to communicate with the entire universe. You're able to use the energy of the makraba. Well, people say it all different ways, but it's the same. It's the same design and the same shape as my pendulum. There we go. And that shape in and of itself is very, very highly sought after and highly respected and revered in the spirit realm, because there's a lot of history behind it. The Spirit Science, if you go on their page or on their YouTube and watch the human history through them, it goes over it a lot, which is very interesting. But I don't have, an hour and a half to explain it all to you. But they do it rather quickly and rather easily on there. But it's an hour 20-minute video that has to do with it. But come on. There we go. So you see the spirits coming out, the energy coming through this person with the phoenix coming from the fire and being able to communicate. And then you got the Prince of Swords, and I'm trying to remember exactly what this is, but they have the Prince of Swords talks about having all of the elements together, combining all of the elements, being able to use their mind and having that balance between them on both sides of the fence, understanding exactly what, this is talking about reaping, but it's talking about not reaping souls, but reaping actual grains, things like that. And then this is swords, so this would be like farming, and this is a soldier. So very, very much so this is a lot of balance. It's using your mind, you're using your very physical body. So you are physically and emotionally and spiritually, all of it is starting to advance. You're starting to see a purpose. You're starting to see the reason that you're here. Does that make sense? There, see? And you're doing it. You're doing it, Copper Bee. You definitely are doing it. I can definitely sense that for you. Hi, Vincent. How are you? YouTube gang! Yay, Kayla! I don't blame you, because sometimes one platform is better than another, and I don't know why. Haven't figured out that secret yet. But usually Facebook is the one that's the problem. There's been maybe 1 or 2 instances since I started doing this where people have been like, it's better on Facebook than anywhere else. But that's why I do it on so many platforms, so that no matter where I'm at, you can go find it and it'll be a good platform somewhere. Southern Reading, you missed my practicing of my comedy routine. Not the whole thing. I just did the beginning portion of it. They are very colorful. They are my favorite ones. They really, really, really are my favorite ones. Okay, is Ocean still here? Ocean, did I see Ocean at all? Who asked for a card? May I? Okay, so Liz. Oh, yeah, there's Liz. So, Gem, Jem, like having a gem. Are you here too? Nope. So it is. Hi, Rebecca. I think I missed you earlier when you came on. Hi, I hope you're still here. I'm sorry. I missed you, Rebecca. I missed you. You're very, very welcome, Copper Bee. Alright, so Liz is still here. I'm looking for Ocean or Gem, which I don't think either one. Hello, Gary. Yes, Gary. If you would like a mediumship reading right here, My Facebook is right here. If you send a picture of the person who has passed to that Facebook, then I will do a mediumship reading for you. Yes, that is just perfectly fine. I did a little bit of it. I didn't do the whole thing. Just a little excerpt because I was practicing. And then, so Jem and Ocean are not here. Jennifer is, I'm pretty sure. I think, I keep seeing Jennifer, I think. Or is this, she the one who had to leave? No, that was, so Jennifer Cota. Jennifer, who? I did a portion of it. I didn't do the whole thing. Just a portion of it. I'll probably do more tomorrow or later. We'll see. I messaged you yesterday and you were asleep because you were working at night. So I didn't want to wake you up again. Just in case. Because I don't know your full schedule. Jennifer, where did you go? Jennifer. And she's on Facebook, isn't she? So it's going to take her forever to answer because it's the way Facebook is, huh? I think she was. No, she's here on Twitch. I've been seeing 911. The number 11 is your is a very sacred and angelic number. It means your angels are around you. Let me double check on the whole rest of that though. Let's see. If you keep seeing 911, it's a call for you to follow your divine life calling. This number possesses the vibrations of spiritual enlightenment and awareness. The angel number 911 indicates that you are moving closer to the completion of your goals, and you are also nearing the end of a cycle in your life. Number 7. Stop hurricaning. You're drunk. Go home, hurricanes. You're drunk. Okay, so I'm not seeing Jennifer again, so I'm going to cross her off. I'm going to go on to the next one, which is Nick. And I know Nick is still here. I've been seeing Nick. You're still here. Right, Nick? Okay. I will. But what's that? And living in New York City. Okay, there she is. There's Nick. Oh, there. That's okay. That's okay. I just want to, I didn't want to hold everybody up, but Jennifer's here and Nick is here. I hate it when you guys do this to me because I feel like I have to choose between you two. But Jennifer was first, so I think I'll do Jennifer first, and then I will do Nick. And I'm so sorry that it happened like that. You guys literally both said it at the exact same time. All right, so Jennifer is first. Gonna always break my heart, break my achy breaky heart when you do that. It's okay. Hey, it's life. It's gonna happen. I just don't want anybody to feel like I'm either making favorites or something or anything like that. I'm not, I swear. All right, Jennifer. What do you need to hear today, Jennifer? What is Jennifer's soul needing to hear today? If I pull the Patriot, or if I pull the Chariot for you again, Jennifer, I'm going to die laughing. That's just all there is to it. Let's see here. Huh. See? here it is again, the same card as we got last time, the Aeon, which is the advancement, which means, yes, Jennifer, you are moving up in the world. You are advancing. You are starting to deal with the energy within the Merkaba, Merkaba, whatever you want to call it. The Merkaba. Maybe I should say it with some random ass accent, and then you guys will just laugh at me every time I say it. She ignores the shit out of me. I do not. Stop. I feel so bad. I do not ignore you. Just don't answer you in the times when I've got my hands busy. He'll call on his way to work, so he can't text. And then if I can't answer because my hands are wet or something, or they're literally chasing the baby or changing the diaper or something, I can't do it. Sorry. I still love you. So advancement. So the Aeon is talking about advancement. It's talking about moving up with your soul and understanding and being able to spiritually, there we go, being able to spiritually commune and have conversations with the universe in many ways. And then you got the crown, which is the embodiment and the completion of something in your life where you are feeling, and it is very spiritual. You see the dragon there. He is, come on. He is the embodiment. There we go. I should probably have something where I can just like set this down and it just holds it still for you guys to go see. So it's a completion and embodiment. You have had a portion of you that has completed within the Merkaba, and these are the life, the flowers of life down here, which is the for lack of a better word, it is the logo or the emblem of the universe and how the energy moves within the universe. And then you got the Nine of Cups, which is talking about happiness and fulfillment. Obviously, the 9 cups that are around you are overflowing with this happiness and this joy, and they're bringing in this amazing amount of love and joy and fulfillment in your life. And all of this coming together says you are definitely moving forward in your life. You did have it looks like you did have a moment with the tower, which is that where everything felt like it was falling apart, coming down and falling apart around you, but you are in the process of moving up. Okay? And you got this, Jennifer. You got this. I'm moving on up. I think that's all I can sing, or they're going to turn me off again. Well, you know, yeah. I got in trouble today. I got in trouble today because I had a whole bunch of stuff that I've had to do that has to do with red tape. I'm not very good with red tape. It causes me a lot of anxiety. And then I was being pushed to do it. And I didn't want to do it. These are the reasons we love Shane. But I'm back. Yes, it was my internet apparently, and I turned everything off and then reset everything and then came back on, and so we're good. We're good. Apparently we're good. And Bob, I'm doing Nick right now, and then it will be Bob, Liz, and then Rebecca, and then Gary. So it's Bob, Liz, Rebecca, Gary. After Nick. I'm doing Nick right now. Hello, Shannon. How are you? Good to see you again. I need to make one of you guys on my Facebook a yay, new follower! Woohoo! I need to make one of you guys a moderator in my Facebook so you guys can ban these people from my page. I need an adult. How can I make you one? Southern Redneck, how can I make you a... Excuse me. a moderator. You could be the adult. That didn't work. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. I don't know how to. I don't know how to do that yet. I will have to work on that today, not while I'm sitting here talking to all of you on how to do that. But I will make somebody a moderator over there, so I don't have to keep coming back and doing this. Anyway, I'm back. I'm back! Oh, that's true, then they can see that you're a moderator. Okay. Hello, Hermelin, how are you? Alright, Bob. Wait, no, Nick, right? So it's Nick's turn? Did we just do Nick? Or did I not do Nick? I crossed Nick off. I think I just did Nick. I'm not 100%. Oh yeah, there we go. Nick. What does Nick need to hear today? What does Nick need to hear? Nick? Okay. Look at you! So you have been putting in a lot of effort. It is investments. You've been putting in a lot of investment in time and energy. Look, you're up way late, doing everything you need to do, get everything done, and you're having it all prepared. Look at you with your little garden, with all your little plants are getting ready. This is the 7 of discs, by the way. And then you are in the middle of a shift, a paradigm shift in your soul. You are shifting into a different place. in your soul and in your spirit. See, there's the shift. This is the 8 of Wands. And you can see how the wands are all coming out from the all-knowing eye here. The eye of Thoth or whatever his name is. And you're shifting in from like all your chakras. I feel like specifically with you, you're shifting up in your chakra cleansing. That's what this has to do with. And you got the Princess of Discs, which is the transmute, which is you're using all of this energy from the universe and pulling it into your soul and transmuting it into a higher vibrational energy, pulling it up, bringing it up to that place in your soul. Yay, you did! Yes, yay! That is awesome. Yes, yes, that is awesome. Were you working on it yesterday too? I feel like you must have been doing a lot of work yesterday specifically. And then Bob is next. Bob, 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 Bob. My person said he needs more time before entering a serious relationship, and while I respect that, recently let him know that I like him enough that I want to put down other possible connections. I'm not asking for a relationship, but just more exclusively on both ends, but I feel he doesn't want this. I'm confused about our connection and feel maybe he'd rather entertain other women. Get Jojo to stop being a cartel queen and handle up on it. Okay, I'll tell her. I'll tell her to, you know, quit her day job with her cartel. Okay, so Bob, this is for you. With that situation, the way you're bringing it up, the way you're talking about it, it does feel like maybe right now is not the right time with this particular person. Even though I feel like you've waited a long, long time to say this to this person, and you have done, excuse me, done your due diligence on it. Excuse me. Done your due diligence, Bob, on waiting and doing what it is that you need to do to wait for that. I feel like for him, you're rushing into it. I think I've said this before, even about this situation, but I feel like for you, he's not going to be the right one because he is running away for a reason, and he's going to continue to run away forever. There's something about him. Right, I don't blame you. I wouldn't. I don't know that he can handle two, well, I don't think that he's particularly running away. When I say running away, I mean as in, he's afraid of the commitment, he's afraid of what it might mean, he's afraid of anything that goes along with that, but he was, as far as I know from the time before, yeah, he was considering it, but I think that he's too scared of it, especially when you say it the way that you might have. If you said it to him the way you did to me, I can see why he ran away, thinking that you were saying, no, we have to have a commitment right now. And he's thinking, I just want to see where this goes. I don't want a commitment until I figure out where this goes. Maybe have some fun, maybe hang out, maybe have some drinks, do whatever it is that we would do. But you're saying, look, I don't want to have any of that other stuff, especially intimately, unless I know that this is going somewhere. And he's thinking, let's do this other stuff and see if it goes anywhere. And that's where you guys are not thinking on the same level. Hello, Brittany. Hello. How are you? Sure, you're after Gary. Okay. Let's see. Let's see where we go from here. Hello, Bob. That is very interesting. You got the Lovers card, which is definitely talking about coming together, male and female coming together as one. Oh, come on, thank you. There's all these male and females that are energies that are coming together, even to the point where the animals are like a male and female. The male sword, the female plants, everything is coming together. Yeah, so I feel like for you, it's very strong that there's a strong chance that this can happen, but I do feel like he is very afraid that pushing it too hard, too fast is going to scare him. But maybe you should just say, look, I'm willing to hang out and find out where this is going. I feel like there's definitely something here between us. Maybe say something along those lines instead of, you know, I need to know one way or the other. I think that's what he's afraid of, is that wording. I would just wait it out and see. And maybe it's not him that's the lover. Maybe there's somebody else that you're connected to that is on the side that you feel very strongly about as well. I don't know. I just know that when I've done your readings for this, I have gotten the Lovers twice now. And I feel like that is definitely something that you can pursue. And don't limit something. Just I feel like your personality is one that maybe you're in more type A personality. You have to know everything ahead of time. You have to have everything lined up. You have to have everything like put in place. You know, has to be perfect before you take that step. Sometimes just let it be what it is, and just see where it goes. Let me see if I can pull a card on that. Just let it be what it is. Don't push yourself into the relationship, but definitely, yeah. So you got the Five of Wands, which is talking about having a struggle between you and him on this. There's definitely a struggle there. See how all the wands are kind of in different directions, and they're all struggling against each other, coming from multiple directions. You're struggling with it. It's not allowing you to move past that because you feel like you very strongly need to have that clarity. Yeah. I know a lot of males. I know a lot of guys, and I have 4 older brothers, and I tend to understand and communicate more with males. And what you're saying would be confusing to me, just in general. That says, well, you know, I'm not really looking for a relationship, but I want you to stop looking at other people. So in his mind, he's thinking, well, then you're asking for a relationship. I feel like he's very simple-minded that way. You did get the Child, which is talking about multiple possibilities of this situation. You can go in any direction that you want to. All the possibilities are still going to end up being the right way to go. It's just a different way. It'll end up having different energy that will still bring in what it is that you need to do for your life. But you can go in any direction that you want to. But if you guys were to get together beyond and move past the struggles, then yes, I feel like you guys would make a great pair. But coming from a perspective where when I first saw you say that, for me, if someone said that to me personally and said it the way that you said it to me, I would still be like, no, she's looking for a relationship. I'm running. I'm not ready. Because I don't know this person well enough. And in a way, it does give off the crazy vibe right off the bat. Like, oh yeah, you have to do this if you want to be with me. Then it kind of gives off that crazy vibe that I don't think you really have. I just think you don't know how to... Oh, okay. But either way, I don't think you have that crazy vibe. I just think you have the type A personality that wants to know things right away and know ahead of time what's happening. But you're kind of like in this stance right now where he's not willing to give you that information until he knows that you don't have that crazy vibe. So don't push that portion. Okay? All right, so Liz, you are next. So it's going to be Liz, Rebecca, Gary, and then Brittany. Liz, Rebecca, Gary, and Brittany. And Liz, what did you need, Liz? Is Liz still here? Liz, yeah. Liz wants to know, will I get a girlfriend soon? Are you over the age of 18? Am I legally allowed to answer this? Woo. Yes, I'm 35. Just making sure. I'm sorry. So... And if you want, Bob Donga, I can do a full love reading. My love readings are $20, so if you would like a love reading, just let me know afterwards. Okay, come on. So you got quite a few cards. The very first one was the Child, which is saying that there's multiple possibilities out there in answer to your question. That energy that we just got with Bob is the same with you, saying you can go so many different directions or so many different ways for this to happen for you. And just make sure that when you do this, that you go in there with the balance and understanding that you want it to be for the highest and greatest good of everyone involved. And don't try and push one thing or another. Just kind of stand back and let that be. I also got the Death card for you, which is telling you that you need to have, or you have recently had the death of an idea, the death of a and I feel like for you with this particular situation, it is saying you want to have a girlfriend very soon. You're definitely old enough, and you're definitely have been looking for this for a while. But there's something about the way that you deal with things and the way that you think about things that needs to have a closure to it. You need to stop expecting something to be a certain way when you are looking at this as a possibility. You need to let go of one of the things. You need to that's why I was talking about the death of an expectation, the death of an idea, the death of something. And there's see how you can see the hourglass, which is like the constant changing of the guard here, and let the thinking and the spirits of the past, let that lie where it was, and don't try and revive it and bring it up. And then you have the Queen of Discs, who is a very supportive female type of card. So it is definitely talking about you most likely will be having a girlfriend, and if you do what I have said, she will be very supportive. You will be very supportive of her. You guys will come together and you will mesh well together. You will support each other. You will help each other. And this person will be very wise for you, and you will have a lot of wisdom for them in a lot of ways. And then you have the Four of Cups, which is talking about withdrawing. See how they're by themselves with their 3 full cups, and this person is back here with the 4th cup. And it looks like they're getting ready to come up, but they're realizing it's time for this person to withdraw They need to take some time away. They need to think things through. They need to be alone for a little while. So the Four of Cups is saying it is time for you to be alone for a little while, think it through, and remember to use that highest and greatest good energy for this situation. Okay?
Yeah, so when you're editing the app,
No. Sorry, Liz. I don't know if that's true or not, but as a very logical person, the answer to that is no. If they've cheated on you multiple times, they're not going to cheat. They're not going to stay around. And I don't think that you are in love with that person as who they are. You're in love with the person that you want them to be, that you expect them to be. So you need to let that go, which is probably the death, the idea. The death of that relationship needs to happen. Let that idea of that go and move forward and learn you, withdraw for a little while, learn you first, and that next person that will be with you will be supportive and you will help to support them. You guys will have a very mutual love there and respect. Hello, Kendall, how are you? Yes. All right, Rebecca, it's Rebecca, Gary, Brittany, and then Kendall. So Rebecca, you are next. Hello, Marilyn. How are you? Good to see you again. Woo. So this is for Rebecca. You're very welcome, Liz. You're very, very welcome. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was a little bit healing for you and helpful. Rebecca, are you still here, Rebecca? I'm not seeing Rebecca. If Rebecca doesn't show up pretty soon here, I am going to move on to Gary. It will be Gary, Brittany, Kendall, and then Marilyn. Hi, Cassandra. She's back. How are you? How's it going? How's it been? No, but you can be. No, Rebecca. Thanks. Southern redneck. Thanks. Okay, let's see here. Go expel those demons, child. Expel them. Okay, I'm looking at, I'm going to go look up Gary right now. Gary's picture right now. Let's see here. Okay. So Gary, is that your mother? I feel like a motherly energy. Did she ever did she ever have something with her? I feel like there's like a band around like her thigh on her leg, and I don't know if that is a medical condition or something like that, or if she lost her leg at that band at some point, and you're aware of this. But I see that. Good morning, Lucifer Morningstar. How are you? So it's your granny, your mom's mother. Okay. So she's talking about a band around her. It looks like her left leg. She's showing me a wheelchair, that she was in a wheelchair. She was bound to a wheelchair for a while before she passed. She says your energy was with her strongly when she passed. It's interesting that she's saying it that way, because I don't know. It makes me feel like then that means that you were not there with her when she passed. But I feel like I don't know. She always used a stick or a cane when she walked. Okay. But your energy was strong with her when she passed, and I'm not sure if you were like on a video chat when she passed or if you just were not there. But either way, she says she felt you very strongly there. She wants you to know that in her heart, in her mind, and in her energy, she felt you there when she passed. That was very important, she said, that you know that. Okay, so you got stuck on the road on the way to the hospital. That's why she's letting you know that then. She says it's very important that you know that she felt you there. She very, very strongly felt you there. She says you're one of her favorites. You're always one of her favorites. You were also one of the most mischievous ones, but you were never one of like the bad kids. You were one of the mischievous kids, she said, and she loved that about you. She loved that you would go and you would do something and you would pull a prank or tease someone or do something silly to somebody, and it would it would end up being something very hysterical and funny, but thing where it was mean-hearted or mean-spirited or anything. It was just out of fun. It was just out of silliness. She said you were. She just keeps saying he was one of my favorites. He was one of my favorites. Did she speak another language? Possibly, like I understand Spanish fairly well, and I feel like she's saying some of the words in Spanish. Words I don't know, some of them. Naughty with good vibes. Have received, and I don't know if it's from her specifically, but it was something that she's talking about as in, I'm asking why she's showing me it with this particular reading, that it was her, whether it was from something that had to do with her when she passed or anything like that, but she's not really answering that question specifically so much as she's just saying that she knows about a check that you received. It very well could just be a work check. Maybe she's proud of you. But Seswati, that must be the language. Swaziland. I've never... Wow. It could be a ghost, Kendall. It could be a ghost. I'm just saying. Gary's grandmother is very strong. It is on Facebook. I don't like Facebook. It's so hard. Yours is cutting out. No. If this cuts out really bad, I don't know. I have a lot of overcast here, and I've noticed. Yeah. If this cuts out really bad and cuts off, I might not be able to get back on very quickly. Yeah. She was saying that where was she? She was talking about, my brain is It's a good thing they talk more than I do, because sometimes my brain just shuts off. She's talking about how you were her favorite. That's what it was. You were one of her favorites. You were very mischievous. She was very, she always loved you because of your mischievousness, even though you were one of the good kids, she says. You weren't one of the bad ones, you were one of the good ones. And then you were talking about where she's from, Swaziland, which I've never heard. I don't know that I've ever even heard of this place. It don't base anything on that. Trust me. I had a very, very, very sheltered upbringing, so there are a lot of things in the world that I didn't know about. So when she did pass, there's something with her stomach. There's a lot of pain in her stomach. I don't know if she was feeling very sick to her stomach, or if she had cancer or something along those lines, where she would have been on chemo, and that's why the stomach was upset. But the stomach is very upset. Something is not right in her stomach. She might have even had cancer that ended up there in her stomach. But whatever it is, it's down there in her stomach. Very uncomfortable. It's cutting out still. Darn it. It's not even showing that it's doing anything like that. Usually it tells me. It says my stream quality is good right now. Is it better now? Okay. But she's, I wonder if it's her messing with everything. But she's, so if I bring her in again and this goes bad, we're going to know it's her. She's just very strong. Probably should be doing some saging with my computer and stuff. She's bringing you in like on a, it looks like a, Gary, she's bringing you in on what looks like a tram. It looks like when I was younger and I went to Disneyland, there's a tram that goes into Disneyland. That was one of the things that, for whatever reason, is a big memory for me. But going on the tram into Disneyland, and I feel like it's something like that where you're sitting. I don't know if it's to Disneyland or to like a fair, or even to like a little like a little event. The parking was here, and then the event was over here, so they had a tram that took you there. Everyone's having to refresh. Oh no. Oh no. But she does want you to know that your energy was strong with her. She knew you were very close. She knew you were on your way. She's saying that you to stop worrying so much about that particular moment. That is something that she says holds you back from grieving and letting go of that moment. It is feeling like I wasn't there when she passed, and I wonder if she ever knew that. I wonder if she ever forgave me of that. I wonder if she forgives you from that. She says there's nothing to forgive because you were stuck. There's nothing you could have done. So don't worry so much about it. I knew where you were. I felt you there with me. I knew, and I could feel, and I could hear your soul with me at that time. So don't worry about it. You were there with me when I passed. And then as soon as she passed, she did come to you, and you felt her. You just kind of knew. You had this feeling like whoa, and just like chills came over you, and everything else, and you just kind of knew that she had passed. She's saying that was her coming to you and saying goodbye. She did it again. She came to you in a dream. It looks like she came to you in a dream within the next couple nights, maybe a week later, but I feel like it was within the next couple nights. She came to you in a dream and said goodbye as well. But in that moment, she wanted you to know that she knew that you had passed. And to let go of that guilt from that. And then she did bring up the tram thing, being on a tram, like going to Disneyland or something like that. Is it better on Twitch, phlebotomy? Aww, that's so sweet. Twitch is good. Just lagging a little bit? Okay. I also feel with you, Gary, that there's a little bit of frustration and some sadness that comes along with her passing that has to do with like some legal stuff, some paperwork, some legal stuff that you're having to deal with, or you did have to deal with after she passed. And she says she wants to thank you for working so hard on it. It doesn't matter to her what happened with or with everything afterwards. All she wanted to do was make sure that everybody felt that they had a little piece of her to remember her by, that they needed, that would help them to heal. But she does not feel like it is necessary to fix, I don't know, understand exactly this, but fix all the things that happened. I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to leave that with you. Okay. And then I have to go. My son is going to be getting off the bus here any minute, so I have to go. So I will see you all later. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was this late. But that was Gary. So Brittany, Kendall, Marilyn, Cassandra, and Lucifer. I will... Next time I come on, you guys will be the first ones. And it's cutting out really bad. And I feel so bad. But I kind of have to go. Or my son's going to show up out there. And then... that's going to be it. So I gotta go. I will see you all later. Bye! Yes, Gary, I will let her know that. But she hears you, just so you know. When you say those things to her, she can hear you. She knows you're there. And she wants you to know that you are doing just fine. Shane! Okay.